Hello, caller. Is patient breathing?
Hello, no, I'm a lorry driver and I just lifted a trailer from the port. I don't think so. There's loads of them. There's immigrants in the back, but they're all lying on the ground.
How many approximately?
I don't know. 25?
25 patients not breathing.
Yeah.
We were the first two cars on scene. The officer in the other car, he opened the back doors of the trailer.
Jesus Christ.
This is a shocking 999 call made by Maurice Robinson shortly after he discovered 39 dead migrants in the back of his lorry. Please watch the rest of the video to find out what happened in this truly shocking case. Maurice Robinson, who was aged 26 at the time, opened the sealed container in Grays in Essex in October 2019 and found the Vietnamese migrants had all suffocated. He admitted manslaughter and involvement in the trafficking plot. The police have put out a chilling timeline of events at the time, revealing the lorry's cab travelled from Holyhead, while the trailer, with the 39 bodies inside, travelled 173 miles from Belgium to Purfleet in Essex. Maurice Robinson then picked up the trailer at 12:30 am in Purfleet. His lorry, which he named the Polar Express on social media, and the trailer then left the port at 1:05 am. Less than 35 minutes later, ambulance and police made the grim discovery of the 39 bodies in the back in an industrial area in Grays, Essex. I'll now show you the CCTV footage of the lorry pulling up and the police making the discovery of the bodies.
The officer in the other car, he opened the back doors of the trailer.
Jesus Christ.
There was 3 or 4 seconds of just trying to process what you're seeing. It was almost just like silence. No one was saying anything, and no one really knew what to say.
The driver just stood there, didn't say a word. He didn't look stressed or flustered.
The time is 1:51. I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You do not have to say anything. May harm his defence. You do not mention when questioning something which you later rely on in court. You alright, Jack?
Yeah, I'm fine.
It's now known that Maurice Robinson's boss, Ronan Hughes, aged 41 at the time, had told him to quickly give them air after collecting the trailer from the docks. He replied to the message, "I can't. They are effing dead." In mitigation, Tyrone Smith QC said Robinson was horrified by his role in bringing about these deaths, and the court heard that Robinson had been a hard-working and well-liked young man at the time of these deaths. Maurice Robinson subsequently pleaded guilty to manslaughter in April 2020 and was sentenced to 13 years in prison. I will now proceed to play you a few interviews that were given by the families of the victims after the tragedy. Please be warned that some of these are upsetting.
Amid the rice paddies of Phu Xuan village at the end of Vietnam's rainy season, Hien Chan cannot hold back her tears. This is the shrine to her daughter, Boi Thi Nun, aged 19. She's believed to have suffocated to death inside a refrigerated trailer in Essex, some 6,000 miles away. Her mother is so stricken with grief, that she stares at her daughter's photograph and hasn't spoken for days. Shortly before she died, Boiti Nun posted these pictures of her travels across Germany and France. In spite of her smiles, she said she was tired and sorry she'd left her poor mother behind. But in this, her last message, she said growing up was knowing when to hide your sorrow and step into a new life. In her old life here in Vietnam, her loved ones and neighbours say she had no job in Britain to go to, that she paid a smuggler and followed a friend, hoping to extinguish her family's debt.
Yêu cầu là Thủ tướng của anh.
I demand that the British Prime Minister take full responsibility for this, her brother Dieppe told me. I hope the British Ambassador can bring my sister back so we can take her to the local cemetery. That is all I want. Although Vietnam is an Asian success story, its average per capita income is still just $2,500 a year. Much ofIen Thanh district has been built from income sent back by Vietnamese working in Europe. You cannot stop the teenagers, said the men drinking tea outside the home of another villager believed to be among the dead. They have to find a way to live, and so they leave. After that, the men warned me that the police had told them not to talk to journalists, in an apparent attempt by Vietnam's communist government to lessen the damage to the country's national image. Nearby, a mother, Hoang Ti, insists on preparing her son's bedroom for his arrival, even though her husband believes he's among the Essex dead. Dieppe was 18 and hoping to get a job in a nail salon in the UK. He asked his family to help him raise $4,300 for his illegal passage from France. His smuggler assured them he'd be travelling VIP style in a 4-seater car.
I can see that my son was scammed. He was tricked because he believed that they would take him to England via their VIP option, not by putting him in a truck. If I'd known that, I would not have allowed him to go, and I would have told his brothers not to lend him the money he needed for the trip.
I feel guilty, his sister Niem said. I told him not to go, but he went anyway. I tried to advise him, but I failed. Back at Boiti Nun's shrine, her mother has found her voice at last, not to speak, but to sing. God, don't abandon me, have mercy on me, wash me clean of my sins, she repeats from her prayer book.